Hello, this is Sal. Today we will be talking about EtherChannel. I will explain it in a very easy way. Just follow me step by step, and it is something easy really to configure. And at the end, I hope you will get a tip or two, or you will learn something. Now let me talk a little bit about Ethernet channel. It's a port link aggregation technology or port channel architecture used primarily on Cisco switches. It allows grouping of several physical Ethernet links to create one logical Ethernet link for the purpose of providing fault tolerance and high-speed links between switches, routers, and servers. When we use Ether channel and combine two or four links into one logic link, it will double or quadruple the bandwidth. For example, 400 megabyte fast Ethernet connections bonded into one could provide us up to 800 megabytes per second. This is in a full duplex. What are the modes of port aggregation protocol and link aggregation controller protocol, LACP? We can configure Ether channel in three ways in Cisco switches. Port aggregation protocol has two channel modes, and they are desirable and auto. Link aggregation control protocol has two channel modes, and they are active and passive. Without the use of an Ethernet channel, spanning a tree protocol would effectively shut down any redundant links between switches until one connection goes down. This is where an Ether channel is most desirable. It allows us of all available links between two devices. Ether channel can be also configured as VLAN trunks. The port aggregation protocol is a proprietary to Cisco systems. A similar protocol known as Link Aggregation Control Protocol released by the IEEE and known as 802.3 AD or 802.1AX recently is an industry standard and not tied to a specific vendor. No protocols are used. It assumes the other side has enabled link aggregation. Now, I did not configure anything on this network except I have the switches, connected them to switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, and I have the PCs. I marked here by each PC the VLAN it's supposed to be in it. Here VLAN 30, 20, and 10. I will start configuring the link aggregation control protocol, and the port channel we will choose for it too, and then port aggregation protocol, and then the Ether channel, and we will configure this manually. Now I will start with the switch one. First, enable, configure terminal. I will create the VLAN, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. Exit. For some reason, I love to do this because I don't know if it's a bug with the packet tracer. Now I will connect the PCs. Each one can configure the ports between the PC and the switch as an access port. Now we start with the PC1 interface, gig 1/0/5, switch port, mode access, switch port, access VLAN 10. Now the other interface gig 1/0/6, switch port, mode access, switch port, access VLAN 20. Interface, and now for PC3 interface gig 1/0/7, switch port, mode access, switch port, access VLAN 30. Now I configure the ports connecting the PCs to the switch as access ports. Now I have here, I will configure the port channel, as not individually, but in a range from gig 101 to 4. Now interface gig range, or let me just do it in the safe side. Interface range gig 101 to 4. Now what I'm gonna do is shut them down before I configure the port channel. Now channel group, and the group is 2, and the mode we have, as I said, I'll configure link aggregation control protocol, and we have, as you can see here, 2 modes, active and passive. I will choose active first. Now no shut. Now I'll configure the links as trunk, switch port trunk, encapsulation, .1Q, switch port mode trunk. Exit here. We are done for now with the switch 1 on this side. Now we will do the same on switch 2. Enable, configure terminal. I'll create the VLAN, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. Enter VLAN 10. Sorry, enter here, exit, enter VLAN 10, enter VLAN 20, and enter VLAN 30. Exit. Interface for interface gig 1010, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10, interface gig 1011, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20, interface gig 1012, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Exit. Now I configure the ports as access ports connecting the PCs to the switch 2. Now interface range gig 101 to 4. Shut. I'll do the same as I did. Now I configure the channel group, and it is 2 for the LACP mode, and we chose for on switch 1 active. I'll choose passive on switch 2 passive. Now no shut. Switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port trunk, switch port mode trunk. Excuse me. Now I'm done about the port channel between switch 1 and switch 2 as an LACP port channel group 2. And now I will work also on switch 2, but between switch 2 and switch 3, configure the EtherChannel, but this will be port aggregation protocol. I did the PCs, so I don't have to do the PCs, but I'll do now the ports, or configure the Ethernet ports here. Now, also a range of gig 1/05 to 8. Again, shut. channel, group, and this is a group 3 port aggregation protocol mode. Now this, we have two modes for the port aggregation protocol, auto and desirable. I will choose for this side as auto. Now no shut. I'll configure the port as trunk port, switch port, trunk, encapsulation .1q, switch port mode, trunk. Exit here. Now I will do the same on switch 3, configure the port channel as PAGP, port aggregation protocol. But first I need to configure the, let me put this a little bit down here. And, or maybe read it up, just sorry about that. So we know how to put this down. Enable, configure terminal VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. Exit, enter VLAN 10, enter VLAN 20, and enter VLAN 30. Exit. Now I will configure the ports connecting the PCs to the switch as access ports. Interface gig 101, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN at 10. This is for PC 9. Now interface gig 102, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. And the other interface gig 103, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 30. Exit here. Now let's configure the port channel between switch 3 and switch 2. Interface range gig 1/0/5 to 8 shut. Now I'll configure channel group, and this is a group 3 for port aggregation mode. The first one we chose it as auto, and for this one desirable. Now I will open the port. Now switch port, switch trunk encapsulation .1q, switch mode trunk. Exit here. Now I will work on the link between switch 3 and switch 1. And this will be, we will configure it as an EtherChannel. I'll choose manual configure it, and we have only one option. It will be on both sides. So configure terminal. Now, because I did the PC, now I will just configure the port channel or EtherChannel interface range, and it is from gig 1/015 to 18. I will shut. Now I configure the channel group, and this is group 1 mode only one mode is on, manual. No shut. Switch port, trunk, encapsulation, .1Q, switch port, mode, trunk, exit. Now let me do the same on switch 1, the connection between switch 1 and switch 3. We'll just configure the ether channel. Sorry about that here. Configure terminal, interface range, gig 1015 to 18. Yep. And shut. Now configure the channel group 1 mode on, no shut. Switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port mode trunk. Now with packet tracer it will take a little bit till you know, from the light here from to it will show us that the link is ready. So let me go to switch 1 here and run this command, show ether channel, and I have an option as summary, and here it's telling us, expand this a little bit, that we have number of channel grouped on switch 1, 2 groups. You know, we have port channel 2 and the number 1. And the group 1 port channel SU, S here stands for layer 2, and U is in use. LACP, link aggregation controller protocol, and as you can see the letter P here. So let me run the show ether. I type either ether channel or channel. Here, as you can see, here it's telling us it's active, and the same here is active. And because this is telling about 2 ether channels we have on switch 1. Port channel, primary aggregation, LACP, and it is active. Here it is active. PAGP, and let me try from here to ping from PC1 desktop. Let me see, from PC1 here on VLAN 10, let me ping this guy here on 10.1.10.2, and we receive a reply from this area here. And let me ping this guy here, 10. That's as you can see here, you know, I configured everything really easy and in a very simple way. If you organize your work, you will not miss anything, and you will have results. And this is simply ether channel. It is nothing to it. And as I said, always love to say it, you know, make it simple, start simple, you know, just like when I was practicing with this with 2 switches and, you know, played with it a little bit, you know, to know how I need to do the configuration, what to do next, how even shutting down the ports before you configure the channel group. This will kind of like do a refresh. Is it packet tracer bug or something, but now, as you can see, everything is working nicely. But there we see all the lights here green, you know, but if we go to check on spanning a tree, show spanning tree, this bridge is the root. As here we have the ports, group 2 interface port EtherChannel. Here it is forward, you know, and here the same, and this but there is a link, it is a blocking, because I will show spanning tree, you know, spanning tree for the loop, forward, and here, you know, the interface for EtherChannel 2, it's a blocking, you know, this is spanning a tree. But as you can see, when we ping, even if we get shut down all the links or the port, the Ether channel here between switch 1 and switch 2, and we try to ping, it will go the other way from here through switch 3. I hope you learned something, and I hope you like the video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumb up. I will see you soon in my next video, and wishing you a nice day. Thank you so much.